Welcome to the deep dive. We're jumping straight into what's really going on behind the scenes. If you've ever watched one of those make money online videos and just felt like something was missing, like maybe they weren't giving you the full picture, well, this one's for you.
Exactly. We're cutting through all that noise today. We've got some really solid data synthesized from a micro creator who's been brutally honest about the money side of things.
Yeah, the cold, hard truths.
Right. And our goal here is to really figure out why just chasing traffic and views, which everyone seems obsessed with, is often, well, almost worthless on its own, and what actually builds a real business on these platforms.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Our source today, this creator, Urjan, they've really opened up their books. And you might think you need, hundreds of videos, massive follower counts to make real money. But maybe not.
Yeah, check this out. The channel has, 14,800 subscribers?
Mm-hmm.
And only 12 videos posted. That's pretty small in the grand scheme of things.
12 videos, okay.
Now, here's the kicker. This is the bit you really need to get. Their total lifetime earnings from YouTube AdSense, the money just from people watching ads on the videos,
yeah,
$1,363 US.
Wow. $1,300
Okay.
for all 12 videos.
Yeah.
That barely covers coffee for the year they spent making them, probably.
It's almost nothing. But then look at the business they built using that tiny bit of attention. Their income from things like affiliate marketing, commercial promotions, that comes in around $78,000 USD.
$78,000. Okay, wait, what is that, like 60 times more than the ad money?
Roughly, yeah. It just slams the point home immediately, doesn't it? For almost any creator who wants to make significant income, just relying on the platform's ad money, it's basically meaningless.
It's like seed money.
Yeah.
Maybe, if you're lucky.
Yeah, or just pocket change. Barely covers the electricity, like you said.
Okay, so let's really dig into the math on that AdSense part, the reality check. So $163 total averages out to maybe $100 per video, a bit more.
Roughly, yeah. About $100 per video.
So you think about the time, scripting, filming, editing, all the work that goes in. Is $100 even worth it? Are you just swapping one kind of low-paid job for another?
That is the fundamental question, isn't it? The ROI, the return on investment, it can be devastatingly low. And it's because of how it all works mechanically.
Right.
So, okay, let's say advertisers pay decent CPM cost per mil or per 1,000 views. Yeah. Say $8 for 1,000 ad displays. Sounds okay, right?
$100, yeah.
But first, YouTube takes its cut. That's 45%. So your $8 is already down quite a bit. And then the really important part, video views are not the same as ad displays.
Ah, okay. That's the first big uncertainty factor, right? The display rate.
Exactly. Think about it. Ad blockers,
yeah.
People skipping ads instantly. Maybe YouTube just doesn't have a relevant ad to show someone. All these things mean even if 1,000 people watch your video, maybe only, say, 800 actually see an ad properly.
Okay.
So the source suggests that after all the cuts and these factors, that $8 CPM, it often shrinks way down. The creator might only actually see like $3.50 per 1,000 views.
$3.50. Wow. Okay, so if a single view is worth such a tiny fraction of a cent, then just getting more views isn't enough. You have to make that fraction bigger.
Precisely.
Which means you have to stop focusing on just volume, and think about the niche, right? The type of audience.
Absolutely. This is uncertainty factor number 2, and it's huge. The value of your audience trumps sheer numbers. Think about it.
Yeah.
An advertiser selling, a $15 drawing course online, they're going to pay way less to reach someone than an advertiser selling like a $50,000 financial consulting package.
Right. It's like comparing selling cheap widgets to selling high-end expertise. Manhattan real estate advice versus, cat videos. The potential ad revenue for that high-value consulting content could easily be, 50, maybe 100 times higher?
Easily. And geography plays a massive role in that valuation, too.
Right. Where your viewers actually are.
Exactly. If your channel is about, say, high-end investing, and your viewers are mostly in New York or London or Tokyo, your CPM is going to be much, much higher. But if you make the exact same content, but your audience is mainly in places where advertisers just have smaller budgets, the source mentions parts of India or Southeast Asia as examples, well, your ad revenue tanks significantly lower, orders of magnitude lower sometimes.
That's just a brutal truth, isn't it? Your audience's location basically dictates how much you're worth to advertisers on the platform.
It really does. And that leads to the conclusion that channels doing, like general entertainment, humor, stuff that's super easy to produce, those AI beauty videos that seem to be everywhere now, they tend to have the lowest ad revenue.
Because the audience is just general, undefined.
Yeah, advertisers aren't confident about who they're reaching, so you need absolutely massive volume, like tens of millions of views on shorts, just to make what our micro creator example made from their affiliate deals with only 12 videos. Just pocket money, really.
Okay, but hang on. If niche and geography are so critical, what about the algorithm itself? We're always told to focus on the metrics. Average view duration, right? Especially keeping people hooked in the first 30 seconds.
Yep, the magic first 30 seconds.
And the source even confirms the usual benchmarks, you know? Click-through rate, CTR should be over 6% ideally. That 30-second retention, maybe around 70%.
Standard advice. But here's where the creator's data throws a real curveball. It really challenges what all the gurus preach. They shared a case study of one specific video that did terribly by those metrics.
Terribly how?
Okay, get this. Click-through rate, 0.5%. Basically, nobody who saw the thumbnail clicked on it. Then, of the few who did click, 50% dropped off within the first 30 seconds. A immediate bail. And the average viewer only watched about 20% of the whole video.
0.5 CTR, 50% drop-off, 20% average view. By any standard metric, that video should be dead on arrival. The algorithm should have just buried it instantly.
You'd think so, right? But here's the twist, the big surprise. Despite those objectively awful numbers, YouTube kept promoting it. The video ended up getting over 3,000 views and pulled in 150 hours of watch time.
How? How does that even happen? If the core metrics were so bad, what on earth was the algorithm looking at? What does that mean for us when we launch our next video if the rules don't apply?
Well, the hypothesis from the source is really fascinating. It suggests that maybe, just maybe, YouTube actively gives small or new channels a bit of a helping hand, like a little push, even if the initial numbers aren't great.
Like a subsidized test run?
Kind of. They might be willing to spend a tiny bit of their promotional power just to test new content, see if it finds some audience eventually. Yeah. They might be investing in keeping the content ecosystem diverse, trying to break that cycle of no views means you get no views, not just rewarding already successful stuff.
Huh. So the algorithm has its rules, its system, but applying it is more like, I don't know, therapy. Like there are principles, but success depends on the individual case, how you frame things, setting expectations. It's definitely not just a simple formula.
That's a great way to put it. Success is definitely not linear. And that brings us perfectly to the whole YouTube guru issue.
Oh yes, the guru.
The creator is pretty blunt about this. Says 90%, maybe more, of the people selling courses on how to succeed on YouTube are just trying to, quote, cut leaks.
Cut leaks, meaning?
It's like harvesting newbies.
Yeah.
Selling overpriced, often useless courses to people desperate for a shortcut. The source claims many are just translating stuff they found from other languages without really understanding the context or if it even works.
Oh, wow. So it's the blind leading the blind, basically, and charging for it?
That's the implication.
Yeah.
And the fundamental problem these gurus often ignore or maybe deliberately hide is that there are so many different ways to succeed on YouTube. And a lot of them seem to completely contradict each other.
Right, like the classic examples.
Exactly. Look at the extremes. You've got the Mr. Beast model. Super fast cuts, like every 3 seconds, huge budgets, massive production value, teams of people. It clearly works.
Undeniably. Millions of dollars.
But then the source points to other channels that are also hugely successful, where it's maybe just an old guy sitting there talking slowly, no script, hardly any editing, and they could still pull in 1 million subscribers and make, say, $6,000 or $7,000 a month.
Wait, so you're saying I could ditch the fancy camera, the editing software, just talk slowly into my webcam and potentially have a better return on investment than Mr. Beast because my costs are basically zero?
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
The ROI could be thousands of times higher because the input costs is negligible. It's a completely different path that can also work.
That's actually really encouraging. What about the whole quantity versus quality debate? Some gurus insist you have to upload daily or multiple times a week.
Another contradiction. Our source creator, the one with the $78K in non-ad revenue, they reached the YouTube Partner Program threshold. You know, the 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours needed to even start monetizing with ads after uploading only 2 videos.
2 videos, not hundreds.
Just 2. It completely blows up the idea that you must maintain some frantic upload schedule.
Okay, and what about all the technical stuff? The optimization, maximizing tags, keyword stuffing, spending hours on SEO.
Another huge myth that gurus love to sell, according to the source. They state really clearly, YouTube tags. They have almost no effect on recommendations anymore.
Seriously, all that effort?
Pretty much wasted, yeah. The recommendation engine prioritizes viewer behavior, watch time, engagement, satisfaction signals way above metadata like tags. People selling tag optimization techniques either don't understand how it works now, or they're just selling snake oil.
Okay, so let's recap. Ad revenue is probably tiny for most people. The advice from gurus is often contradictory or just plain wrong. So what do the creators who are actually building real wealth do? The ones making 5, 6, even 7 figures?
They get one crucial thing right. Content creation is just one part of a bigger picture. It's a single link in a business chain. Success isn't really about making money from YouTube directly. It's about building other businesses on top of the traffic and audience that YouTube gives you access to.
So YouTube is like lead generation.
Exactly. It's a tool to build an audience, to get attention. But the attention itself isn't the end product. The money comes from what you do with that attention.
And the prime example we keep coming back to is Mr. Beast.
Right. His core business isn't just making videos go viral, it's deeper. It's about understanding probability, human psychology, creating high-stakes uncertainty, and tying that directly to a product people can buy.
His chocolate bars, Feastables.
Precisely. That brand, Feastables, apparently does over $100 million a year in revenue. And how does he promote it? Using a brilliant closed loop. He puts golden tickets in the candy bars, replicating the exact same high-stakes, lottery-style excitement he uses in his videos.
So the videos promote the candy, and the candy contains the same thrill as the videos.
Exactly. His YouTube channel becomes this massive, essentially free advertising platform for his $100 million food company. He built a business system on top of the traffic.
Right. The traffic itself wasn't the gold. It was the raw material to build the gold mine.
That's the key insight. And you see this pattern elsewhere, too. The source mentions another example, Teacher Lai, a popular Chinese-speaking YouTuber. He leveraged his huge audience and influence to launch his own cryptocurrency.
Wow, okay.
Once you control the flow of attention, that becomes an asset. You can pivot into all sorts of potentially high-yield ventures outside the platform itself.
Okay, so that brings us to the bottom line. If you're listening to this and you want more than just, pocket change from your content, based on this deep dive, the source basically lays out 3 proven paths.
Yeah, 3 main routes to potential success. Path 1. You're the specialist, the long game player. You focus deeply on content you're genuinely skilled at or passionate about. You build niche authority, accept slow compounding growth.
Okay, the craftsperson approach. What's path 2?
Path 2 is the aggressive opportunist. You're fast-moving, entrepreneurial. You jump on hot trends, think AI, crypto, whatever the next big thing is, and you sell courses, services, or information related to that high-demand topic right now.
More of a trader mentality, maybe, catching the wave. And path 3?
Path 3 is the business builder. Like Mr. Beast, you develop and execute a really clear, thought-out commercial plan around your traffic. Your channel is primarily a distribution or marketing platform for your external products, services, or brand.
The specialist, the opportunist, or the business builder.
Right. And the source suggests if you commit fully to one of these 3 and you keep learning, keep iterating, success is, well, almost inevitable. It's a much more grounded view than just hoping for viral ad revenue.
It definitely demystifies the passive income dream a bit. But that raises one last kind of provocative thought, doesn't it? We talked about how maybe 90% of the gurus selling courses are just cutting leaks, exploiting people.
Yeah, possibly unethical, selling potentially useless info.
But the methods they use, the high-pressure sales, the big promises, ignoring the downsides, cherry-picking success stories, those methods are actually really effective at making money quickly, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. They are masters of marketing, specifically marketing the dream. If your main goal was just to monetize a YouTube presence as fast as possible, selling the idea of monetization is probably one of the quickest routes because the demand for that dream is absolutely massive.
So here's the question we want to leave you with. Are those people, the ones focused purely on selling the dream, actually more effective entrepreneurs in a way? Because they identified and exploited a huge market need, the desire for a quick fix, maybe better than someone just focused on making good content.
It's an uncomfortable question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are they better marketers, better business people, even if the product is questionable? Something to definitely mull over as you think about which of those 3 paths, specialist, opportunist, or builder, might be the right one for you.